Hello challengers, ChallengerAoe here, and today I've got a game for you guys that I played online. We went random serves and I came out with inches, so already you kind of know what I'll be going for. So let's just look for the various resources. So I've got my secondary gold up on the hill on the back of my base. I got a woodline quite far away from my town centre. My berries, I've just kind of housed them out, which was a shame. Woodline over at the back, so my woodlines are quite bad, but I got my boards together, and I got my secondary gold, my primary gold, probably further away than my secondary gold, and my main stone right next to it. So if a tower went there, I'd be losing double the resources, and my secondary stone's out here with secondary gold. So all my resources are really quite spread out. Any pressure would really deny me those resources. I mean, my deer are just as close as all my other resources, which kind of says a lot. So it's a really bad map for me. I'll be versing Sleekin. I believe Sleekin had a similar score to me. I think I was about 1640 on Steam on this one, and he's playing as the Spanish. So again, he's got I'd say a closer and a nicer backward line, back main gold, stone just below a hill just out to the side with his second stone over here, a nice little hidden away, tucked away gold. I'm not sure if he'll find that. He's got his two boars out front, deer out front, and he's also got a wood line out here. So this is a pretty interesting map. I mean, he could really easily get the wall off to protect all these resources at the back here, but I'd say his map's better than mine, but they're both still pretty bad maps. So I'm just going to go to view lock on me now, so we can just follow my Dark Age. So already I was kind of thinking when I became Incas, that I would probably want to go for that tower rush. Stupidly, yet again, I thought about transitioning into knights, which, as you know, meso civs do not get my knights, so that was a bit of a waste of time. The reason why I'm showing you guys this video, guys, it's kind of like a progress update on my thinking behind the game and my transitioning from units to counter Sleekin. Quite happy with this game, how it went. I think if Sleekin was a more advanced player and didn't overreact, as you'll see, it could have gone very differently. But for now, let's just get straight into it. So I've got that second baller on the go. I already got my loom upgrade, so I wasn't really concerned about the ball. And the build I was using was, I believe it was Hera's fast castle build. And once I realised that the fast castle build I was going to transition into knights. Once I realised I couldn't get knights, because again I was Inca, I didn't quite think about it, I realised I had to change into another strategy. So Hera's fast castle build was a lot different. I'd never practiced it. This is literally the first time I'd used it, and it asked me to put a villager on berries and a villager on deer, which is to me was quite strange. So I'm just coming out to those deer now and getting the extra 140 food. So let's just look at the population. Remember, I got loom as well. 16 bills for me, 17 for Sleekin. Looks like he's got a wolf problem. But, so yeah, I think this kind of goes to show his skill level. He's caught his boar out here. Maybe it's because he knew the meal was coming down here, but he's added that extra walking time. He's done a decent job scouting his base. How have I done? So I've scouted my whole area and I'm kind of looking out across the map now. But also, remember, I get that extra vision of having that eagle scout. One thing I'm excited about with Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition coming out is that auto queue, where you can I'm not sure, that's not probably not even called auto queue, but where you can make your villagers select one food source and then shift to select the next resource, so that way when they finish one they'll move to the next. And it's going to really neaten up just those food drops and that Dark Age and Feudal Age, especially considering most people already have build orders for those. They're also introducing different livestock, so instead of just sheep you get cows, which have even more food than a normal sheep, which again is going to change build orders, considering everyone's designed theirs for around 100 food for each sheep. Once you get cows though, you'll get that 140. So I think keep your eyes open for a bunch of new build orders. I'm just looking around the map now, looking where I want to get my second wood source, or if I wanted to build a lumber camp next to the current one. I decided to go to the back just because I thought it'd be safer. Tried to keep my villages together. And so it's going to go remove view lock, and I'll turn off fog of war. So Sleekin, he's gone for a men at arms straight in, and he's got one. He's gone for the 3. So this is I guess a standard build. Something I must say I don't really see done a lot at 1600 level on Steam, simply because it's not done very well. Plus I've got the Inca Veils, so I'm already going to have that extra armor on mine, which will easily be able to take his men-at-arm rush. Looking now, Sleekin, 25 Veils, I've also got that military now. I got 27, and I'm also ready to go to feudal. I have a heap of food in the bank. Remember, I was thinking at the time I was going to go for a castle, fast castle. Really should have gone up then. And let's look at Sleekin. Sleekin, not building bills, not going up in age. He's got an idle TC. He's hunting berries and deer out there. Yeah, we're at certainly different skill levels. So he's coming forward now with those militia. He's got that scout there. He's probably looking out that wood line, thinking he's going to hit that. And I've got fields out of stone, and I've got them coming forward, building houses, blacksmith to hit. So here they're coming now. So Sleekin, still a little time to go to feudal. I'm just about there. So I've cut my losses. The internet connection kept making this dude stop for some reason instead of just walking straight back, and he's chased me off stone. So I'm getting wood, don't want to waste those villages, and then he decides to pick the wrong fight. So I'm trying to get my villas uphill, attacking down. Really should have just tried running away with some of his villas. One down. Really should have responded to this a lot better, and I picked feudal. So clean that up nicely. My villas are coming in, we're building that blacksmith to get those upgrades on my villages, and I've got my eagle here because I want to try and deny these 2 stones with my tower, and I wanted to make my way to the gold mine. So I have 27, Sleekin has 21, so I've got a bit of a lead right now. And I'm coming in. Let's go to his fog of war. So, looks like I've just snuck in. And there we are. No idea that's happening, but he will find out eventually. So I've got 4 on stone. I'm just sending the rest of them to 2 stone. And I'm getting a fletching. I think I already have got an armor upgrade for my villages. We'll just check them. +2, 2? I think I have. Pretty sure I have. And then fletchings for the tower. And we just got that tower up there now. And this is what I didn't expect. Sleekin goes all in. Every single one of his villager, from his wood and his gold, comes rushing forward, leaving only his food bills left. And I'm trying to get these blacksmith upgrades in. And I'm going to try and fight this while trying to build this tower secretly in the background. What's Sleekin? I want to see what he's looking at. So yeah, he's currently trying to focus down fighting these towers. Surprised he didn't respond to this villager here. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, let's look at his eco. 6 idols. So he's got 5 villagers getting resources. I've got 15, 16, 17, 23 getting resources at the moment. So I've got way more villagers. Really trying to focus up that tower, garrisoning it, and then trying to kill those archers because I know they're much more resource hungry, and he could potentially use those to attack my base. I'm just going to return off fuel lock now. Scanning forging, realizing that my villages weren't fully upgraded, and I'm running away to the back to try and wall them in. And he's done the right thing here. He's just forgotten about me, sent in the archers can do the job. Fortunately for him, his archers won't do much against my Incan bills. So I've heard the farm exhausted. Hopefully I'll come back and I'll fix that up soon. I've got forging now. I've got my farms dying, but I'm also trying to focus on this. 2 vills dead. Running back, and I've got more stone miners coming forward. And as long as I keep this villager running around, I'm keeping his army back home, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want his army coming forward, because if his army's coming forward again, oh jeez, I sent 2 groups of villagers forward. So this is all my farms. So what's happened now is I've realised, you know, 1, Sleekin's not aware that my villagers have got those blacksmith upgrades. 2, I didn't send enough villagers forward. If I sent in more, I would have a much better chance of destroying his eco really early. And you're welcome for the sheep, by the way, Sleekin. Would have found really early. Oh jeez, now I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, I could have destroyed Zico really early and really use the advantage that I have on the upgrades that I can get. So here, for instance, you see me, I'm running away the weak bills, and I'm using other bills to beat down the rest, and I'm going to get that tower up. Little is he aware that I should come back out to this stone to tower up this stone again. So I've decided I'm going all in feudal. I have so much wood in the bank, and this is going to come in so big later. So this is my resources, this is Sleekin's resources. So he's got a much more balanced eco. And he's running forward, and I'm retowering this. Now what I should have done, in hindsight, was built a second tower here, but not finished this one. So that way when I had this one just about finished, I could then finish this one and have 2 towers up at the same time. I'm not sure why this tower didn't start shooting anything. And I get that downhill advantage. He's running away, so I garrison the tower so I can get this extra arrow fire. And I've got some more deaths on the table now. And he's trying to run me down, but I'm also towering here. And now let's look at his Leakin's eco. He has no villagers doing anything. Meanwhile, I have all my villagers doing something, except for the 5, 9 that are forward. So I've got all these on wood. Sure, I've got some exhausted farms, but I've also got these on berries as well. This one deer, you were lucky, I saved your life. And I've still got villagers hopefully coming out of stone. No. Alright, I'm focused on my farms now, but right now I'm looking forward to this. Looking at this. I'm just trying to focus on villagers. Really should have got that kill. 1 HP and I've left it. A bit like the deer, she got very lucky there. Remember, I'm attacking uphill. And I'm running away, so lots of weak vills here now. Lots of them. So, again, Sleekin's really overreacted now. He's used all his villagers to try and stop that tower rush. Hasn't held back. But look at his resources. He's got nothing in the bank. Meanwhile, I've got 1800 wood, 600 food, 600 stone. I mean, as soon as I go onto gold, I'll be basically at Castle Age, and I'm starting to get those farms back up. This village, obviously, I haven't selected to rebuild that. It's very good for me. And there's not much you can do to respond to this. I think this is a good idea. It looks like he's coming out to his stone now, realising that he's going to need that stone. And no, he's wasting his stone. He's going to tower his stone. I got very unfortunate there. I was going to build a tower there, and then decided I was going to get greedy, and he saw me. So I'm glad I didn't start building that tower. But he can now no longer focus on the front, because I've stretched him too thin. So now I've got 2 towers up, which gives me a much stronger defensive edge. So he's got 3 archers now, all these veals, and I've now towered his wood line. So this is giving him even more. So these villagers here were the ones that ran away earlier, and I just kind of walled them in with the walls that I already had there. So it looks at things, I can range his gold, I can range his wood on the front. I can now use this tower to tower hop into his base as needs be, and maybe build a tower when he's not looking. And he's putting a lumber camp out here, and he's got that tower for defense. And that's when I realised now he's got a tower there as well, so I can't do this. Unfortunately he destroys that, so I don't have those resources. But again, he's only got enough resources for maybe a couple extra archers, 1 extra villager. Meanwhile, look at my resources. I do have idols though. I've run out of foragers, got my 3 farms, not doing anything. But as soon as I go into gold, I'll be able to hit castle. Something he could have done was either garrisoned his archers in this, or sent them straight to the town centre. So he's caught me trying to sneak in the back. I was going to try and build a tower out here, but he's caught me. Let's see, alright, so I'm sending 4 more villagers forward. I have a heap of resources, absolutely a heap. I could have built rangers and gone for skirmishers, because it wouldn't have been a lot he could have done then, but I decided against that. So I'm coming forward again, more villagers, and he's starting to amass those archers now. So these 2 walls haven't been complete, just this one. He's trying to shoot that veal. I'm trying to heal this guy up a little bit in that tower. Remember, each arrow will do 1 damage. So you need 6 veals. Oh, I'm surprised I got onto that. 6 veals to be able to produce a villager all the time. I've now realised that I need gold, and I'll be able to go to the next stage. I didn't expect to have so many resources. He's found my villages that I sent forward to help get in these towers. I think I deleted this one so that way I can keep the resources. So I'm just getting free hits on these archers as they come out. And so I've very much locked down the front of his base. There's not a lot you can do here. And he's now finally found my blacksmith. So I built that market because I really needed to buy and sell my way up. So after the blacksmith, I've got the market. I should be able to go to Castle Age pretty soon. I'm getting that barracks now because what I saw was obviously his archers stopped attacking that. I saw them move up the map and I knew they were coming for me. So obviously one of the better counters to archers is Eagle Warriors due to their high pierce armor. I wonder if I still have, oh no, mine's dead, I can't show you. High pierce armor, which means they're really good against archers, plus they're really quick, so I could use them for raiding as well. But knowing that he's got no archers left in his base, I've decided to get a bit more optimistic and bring out those towers even more so. Meanwhile I have these two here, which I really could have used to do something as well. So he's now running in. Remember, I've got so many extra resources. I'm towering up. I've got a tower there, I've got a tower up on the hill, I've got a tower on my gold. So these archers won't be able to do a lot. And so I'm just getting some free hits on them now as they run through my base. I don't have any gold, so I don't think I was able to produce any Eagle Warriors, but these towers gave me a massive advantage. And then of Garrison's tower, he's able to get fairly few good amount of hits actually, and he's just going to kind of stand there. Meanwhile on the front, I'm forcing down that tower, I've garrisoned it. Alright, so that's going to be another uncontested tower. And now I'm ranging his berries as well. So the whole front of his base now is just easily accessed by me. I was hoping that he'd right click that and he didn't realise he wasn't watching. And I've decided, no, I need to do something about this. So let's go with this. I've got 8 idols, so most of them are probably forward. 8 miners, 5 farmers. So this is probably the worst shape my eco's been. Probably only got 15 people getting resources. Meanwhile, Sleekin, 12 miners, 19. So he's getting in a lot more resources than I am at this point in time. So let's look at his wood, food, gold, all pretty well balanced. Meanwhile, I've got a lot of food and a lot of wood in the bank. But I'm also going to Castle, so I'm going to have that soon. And now I'm smashing down these barracks to get these Eagle Scouts on the way. Am I getting the upgrades? I've probably already got I've already got the upgrades because of my villages. And now I'm just going backwards and forwards, trying to get this tower up, trying to lead these archers back towards my tower fire. And I got a real good hit in there, getting 2 on 2 for 1. And I've got these 2 villages still here. And he's done a counter tower. Real smart idea, probably should have done it sooner. It would have stopped all those towers. Fortunately for me, I was going to castle, so I've already lost a lot of villages to this. So I can't really replenish them while I'm going to castle. So it was going to hurt me. Meanwhile, Sleekin, he's trying to get his boom on. He's got those 2 towers defensive. And I've decided to stop trying to build these towers, call it a day, and I'm off to build a lumber camp here, so I at least have those villages forward should I need them. And now I've hit castle. So I've hit castle with this many resources. Sleekin, he's not going to be in castle for a while yet. He's got all the towers on the front of his base. He's very much trapped to the back. And it looks like to me he's thinking about coming forward. He's probably testing to see if I'd come out to build this tower. I didn't, so he's really consolidating his army. And I saw that, and I think, yeah, I've sent in my Eagle Scouts, I've cleaned up his army, and I'm probably thinking about creating more. Because it looks to me like Sleekin's really going into only one tech here, and that's his archer line. So, let's just recap what's happened so far while nothing's really happening. I've gone into towers after realising I couldn't do a fast castle into knights. I'm now getting up those extra town centres. One on my gold, one on my wood, as Hera would recommend. So now this will give me more defense when he comes to attack with his archers. Once he started pumping out those archers for the archer defense, that's when I decided I was going to move into my Eagle Scouts, soon to be Eagle Warriors. So now I've got a perfect counter to his archers, plus it's a really good raiding unit because of their strong pierce armor. So at this moment I don't know where he is, but as soon as I see him I should be starting to amass my Eagle Warriors as I get the resources. So I've just seen him coming in, and I've seen it. I'm sending in my Eagle Scouts. I'm just looking at that map as they're running in. So he's 5 damage. My Eagle Scouts have 5 pierce. So 1 arrow will do 1 damage. So these guys should have no worries. Remember, 5 pierce armor, they have 5 damage. They're doing 1 damage, and I'm doing 8 damage. 6 damage. So easily clean them up. What military does Sleekin have now? 0. 0 military. He's got all these towers on the front. I've created the perfect counter for his units, and I've built barracks in his base because he's kind of forgotten about these builds. So I realised I could do some real good raiding here. And where have I done with them? So I'm just kind of consolidating my army now. Let's do resources check. So again, 200, 200. Almost 200, so I'm getting that food in a lot quicker as you're seeing. And I've got that wood, which is pretty slow. We'll just have a look at my spread of vills. 10 minus 9 lumberjacks, 12 farmers. So I'm kind of back to being where you'd expect in feudal age at this point in time. Now Sleekin's done a really good job. He's walling up. He's realising I'm getting those Eagle Warriors, so he's now changed into stable. So he'll probably go for those knights because he's Spanish. Has he gone up in age? So he's going up in age now. And let's look at his eco. So lots of gold, getting that food. He's got enough for a castle as well. And he's heavy on the farmers, not so much on the lumberjacks, but maybe it's because he's doing lots of buildings. Can he see this though? So he's not aware of the barracks sitting here, and he's just kind of ignored this. So Sleekin's now hit castle, and he's going to build a castle here. I think this castle should be able to range all my towers, so he should be able to remove those towers pretty easy with that. Unfortunately for Sleekin, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm running in with my Eagle Warriors. I'm finally getting my eco techs. And I'm trying to spread out my bills a bit more, because he knows about this wood line. But now I've got this wood line, and I was going to get this one over here, which is quite so obvious. So now I've seen he's got this castle. Yep, he's shooting down my towers really easy. He hasn't fully walled his base yet, but now he's got these knights coming as well. So I said, knight, what do I do? I'm probably going to go into archers. So I've got lots of wood now coming in as I start sending villagers straight to the wood. Oh, idle TCs, poor form on my end. Yeah, he's sending forward those knights. And I've run in straight to his eco. and it's a shambles. I saw this was his one wood line. I mean, it wasn't like he was going to come out to this one or back to this one. And I've sent my eagles straight to there. Getting some easy kills. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 7. His knight's coming in. Just completely forgot about it. Got some free arrow hits just straight on him. So I've seen those knights now. Send those back to work, please. And I've got a ram ready to start ramming down. Now this is clever. Sleeken is now responding to my foot soldiers. Gunpowder units being very strong against units like this. 2 hits and see how much health he lost. So I know I'm going to lose this army, so I'm just gonna keep attacking what I can, and I'm going to start getting units here. So I know he's going to go for knights. He's just got conquistadors, so it looks like you could do either of those two. Both horse units. Conks, expensive unit, but they are weak to archers, to crossbow, just because it's a really cost-efficient trade. You've got that range, so I'm able to hit him at a distance as well. I'm more accurate, however, and if his one conk dies and I lose one crossbowman, then it's a very cheap trade for me. Conks are a lot more expensive. Still hasn't seen this, thank goodness, because I'm creating rams, getting ready to send in the rams, and once the rams come in, I was going to be able to use these units to run around and kill the units that were hiding in towers and castles. So he's cleaned up the towers with his castle. That was a clever move. He transitioned into knights to be able to attack my base, to be able to kill my eagle warriors. But obviously once he got that castle up, he decided to go for conquistadors, which is very strong unit when amassed. But he's only got one castle producing a conk, probably every about 30-40 seconds. Meanwhile, at this point in time, I'm getting up my 3rd archery range. Constant production of archers with crossbow coming in, and I'm probably getting in the various technologies for my archers as well. Yeah, I'm putting a 2nd blacksmith because I know I'm going to lose on forward. And I've got the pikemen and eagle warriors at home just to protect myself if he comes back again. So now I've got 3 TC. 2 of them producing. It's probably because my food count's so low I wasn't able to get the 3rd one up. Against his 1 TC. But where he has a bunch of conks, I'm now amassing its counter. Fortunately I'm housed, and I really should have focused on getting those houses up a lot quicker. I'm towering the wood line, because I really need to get the houses up quicker. But unfortunately he's taking a bit of a detour. It looks like he wants to head out to the back wood line again. Little does he know I've already gotten off that, and hopefully I won't go back to it at this point in time. So I've got my crossbowmen, and I have a lot coming. So now let's look at eco again. Lots of wood, and I'm trying to really get that gold, so I've got a good eco for my crossbowmen. Now my Sleeken is, yeah, food and gold. Yeah, he's going for those conks. And he must think he's in a strong point because he's running forward with his, despite me building eagle warriors in the back, getting ready to attack that wood line, and I've got that siege workshop ready as well. So he's managed to get 1 kill. I've sent my villagers back to work, so everyone off. The villagers that are on the wood, I've garrisoned the tower. I've sent these ones back to work, realising that, you know, it's not a massive concern. I'm just going to keep doing this. I mean, he could have got a nice field pick there, but I'm now running in. So he's got his 8 conks. I've got at least 12 crossbowmen. and every 2 volleys probably giving me 1 kill. And now I've got the uphill bonus as well. I've got this tower shooting at him, and with the crossbow I was creating, I can now just create this kind of death trap. And Sleekin calls the GG. He's coming forward with 3 builds at the time. He must have been thinking about towering or building a forward. Maybe he's got the stone for a castle. No. So I'm not sure what his plan was there. Glad I didn't have to find out. He's got farms dying. He's really trying to focus on those conks. And that probably would have been the best time to use the Eagle Warriors that I had in my barracks. So I had 8 of them ready to run down to this wood line. Simultaneously, I was going to bring some rams in and try and remove these towers, just so it would be easier as I kept raiding him. But yeah, I think what I thought made this game so good was, again, obviously I was trying to go for a fast castle. It didn't work out, so I decided I'd go straight for those towers. The towers, I learned that maybe instead of, because I was nervous, I wanted to get a tower finished, but as soon as I did that, it loaded into my presence. But if I'd built this tower, got it 99%, 98%, built this one, went back and finished it, garrisoned it, I could have got a lot more kills and maybe finished the game a lot earlier. Sleekin did the right thing, and he went into archers. Obviously, as soon as his archers came out, that's when I got down onto the Eagle Warriors for that high pierce armor. A lot better against archers. But then as soon as I came in and Sleekin saw that I was amassing them, he's gone to Castle Age and he's gone for the knight. And then as soon as he got that castle, he has then transitioned to conks. Once I saw that he had knights, and I got a few pike out just because I hadn't got the archer rangers down yet. And as soon as the archer rangers were down, I just got into constant archer production. Meanwhile, the whole time I'm booming at home, I'm trying to get those walls up. My response to his archers coming forward, I've towered because I've just had so much stone and wood in the bank, and really I've kept all my villages safe. Meanwhile, Sleekin's getting pressured. He's just trying to respond constantly, as opposed to me, who's pressing my advantages and just really booming at home. It's because it's so safe, because he's so concentrated forward. So yeah, that was my Inca tower. But as a little bonus, a few military switches throughout the game. I think Sleekin was pretty much triggered by this point once he saw that I had a counter to his now amassed conks. Let's look at the achievements. So, killed the most, lost the least. Sleekin destroyed my towers. I lost my towers. I think this was my archer crossbow army towards the end. Now, this doesn't surprise me one bit, just because Sleekin kept running off his resources to try and meet me, as opposed to, building those defensive towers, letting me, obviously he had to get the golden stone area. At the front of his base, he did the right thing. He left it, he probably should have left it a lot sooner. Feudal and castle, much quicker than Sleekin's, but my feudal I should have gone up much sooner than that as well. Research count, obviously that was for, as I was changing from, upgrading my villagers to upgrading my Eagle Warriors to upgrading my archers, and obviously my ecotechs. Villager high of 48. Again, doesn't surprise me. He had 3 TCs down, and Sleekin still had that 1, and was losing a lot on his wood line. And so this is the timeline. Fantastic. So if you liked this if you liked this video, feel free to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any maps you'd like me to do that you've created, feel free to email them to me at ChallengerAoe@gmail.com. But for now, I'll catch you in future videos. I hope you guys are appreciating. I'm getting a video every week now on a Saturday, early in the morning, and I hope to keep doing that for the future. Alright, catch the next video. See you later, challengers.